As the sun rises, so do we. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 4th episode of the SunRising podcast. My name is Jackson.
And my name's Colin.
And in this podcast, we'll be talking about things. A lot of things.
All the things.
Mainly, if you had to mix two cereals in a bowl, which would you do? A reverse button or a pause button in your life. Which one of those? And then our big topic, one of them at least, is if you know that a plane you were on had a 50% chance of stranding you on a deserted island, what would you bring?
So yeah, all this and more will be talked about in this episode. So, as you all know, last Wednesday, unfortunately, Jackson was sick, so we couldn't get out a video. But I was able to have some spare time, so I jumped on and I did some things. You guys saw it, but Jackson actually hasn't seen that video. So you want to follow me, and you'll be in for like a tad bit of a surprise. Not anything super crazy, but it's decent. It's so far. For those watching, if you are watching and you have watched the last episode, I did not quite finish it. It still needs some more. I just ran out of wool. But come on up. So first things first. If you look, we have a new addition.
It's another dog.
We got another dog. This is Nagi. I have decided to name this one Nagi. And this blue one, unfortunately, we're not popular or anything, sad reacts only, but I said that the viewers can name my dog. This was the dog we got last episode. And I'm going to let them name it. But I found this one, and I'm going to name this one Nagi. You never named your dog. What would you like to name it?
I'm going to call him Snack.
He's a snack.
except there's no C.
Yeah, so just S-N-A-C.
S-N-A-K.
Oh,
yes.
S-N-A-K. All right. So we got Snack, Nagi, and you still need to give this poor dog a name. He's going to be so sad without one. So you viewers, you best be on that. You can follow me up here. You'll see it right away. But I had this idea, and it was making a SunRising logo on this back wall. So I have the area chiseled out. This is all going to be yellow, and then I think what I'm going to do is put like a light blue backdrop and some clouds, and I think that'll look really cool as like a backdrop to our base.
Yeah.
I looked back, and I found the name. It was George the Chicken. So I put a little sign on the chicken, so we now remember that was George from that episode so long ago. But yeah, so I've showed him the mine. He's seen this already, but just as a little update again for the viewers, we come down here. I started mining offhand just to save up some resources because we were running a little bit low, and I'm sure you guys don't want to completely just watch us only be mining for an entire episode, and you'd probably prefer it if we actually made progress and did fun things like, fight monsters and such. So we have this mine down here. These trapdoors just lead to bedrock, like I mentioned previously. And we have a north mine, an east mine, a west mine, and a south mine. And then I put together some chests down here just for like tools. I haven't really figured out what to do with this one yet. There's some mob loot from mobs that we kill down here. There's a couple of materials in there. But yeah, so then coal. Obviously, this is all self-explanatory, but I just set up this little thing. This is completely and utterly just no point to actually having this set up how it is, but I started designing something, and we had a lot of cobble, and I like it, so...
Looks kind of nice.
Yeah, it's just kind of interesting. But that's pretty much all the updates today. I think there was a couple of ideas I had for this episode. First things first, I found foxes while I was exploring off camera. So we can get you a fox and / us a fox, and I think we should name it Finnick. A Fennec, like the Fennec foxes we talked about that one episode. Yeah. I think that would be kind of fun. Well, hopefully they're still there. Obviously we can mine and stuff, but also we never checked out the buried treasure map to see if it was found or not yet. That would be an interesting idea. Also mob hunting and then making farming, so both food and animal. We should start planting some wheat and stuff to get a food farm going, and then gather up some animals so that we have like pork chops and cows and all that stuff. So
Right.
I think we split it up that way and just do that while we do the episode. Speaking of the episode, we can get into some of our topics. So first things first, if you were to mix any two cereals in a bowl, which would it be?
Well, I'm gonna have to go with Cinnamon Toast Crunch and then Cinnamon Frosted Flakes.
All right. Why is that? What's your
I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Cinnamon Frosted Flakes are not bad. So
No, it's not a bad idea.
it's just an okay cereal combination.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with Cookie Crisps and Cocoa Puffs. A very like chocolatey cereal. I've never mixed the two. I've never even thought about mixing cereals. But it was just an idea I had about mixing cereals, and I really like Cookie Crisps and I really like Cocoa Puffs. So why not do both? Oh.
That's some solid reasoning.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a very chocolatey cereal.
I
am going to... Oh, did you just say what I think you said? Because I was going to actually talk about that.
What?
Do you think cereal is a soup?
No.
No? You're con
cereal.
cereal soup? I actually would consider cereal as technically a soup. Okay, so hear me out. So, like, a soup is the liquid, and then stuff inside the liquid. And so the liquid in cereal is milk, and then there's stuff inside that liquid, which is the cereal. And, like, therefore, it's pretty much soup.
How many cold soups have you had in your life?
I have had some cold soups, Like, you gotta get them cold soups.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm blanking on cold soups, but I'm gonna stand by my answer of cereal as a soup.
Cold soup.
I'm gonna collect some wool from sheep. Do you want to start gathering up some animals and trying to find a farm? If you go around the corner of the base, there's a lot of pigs and cows and stuff. There's like a big flower biome, kind of in the direction I went.
You went off to the right?
I went to the left, going down the stairs. I went around to the left.
Okay.
Because there's sheep down here, I know. So I'm going to shear some wool. Aha, there they are. But yeah, I definitely would consider cereal a soup. I don't care what you say. I was a con cereal soup person for a long time there. But I was changed. I can't explain it as well as the person did when they explained it to me. But they had some good back into it, and therefore I am now definitely a pro cereal soup. But oh, you're just a hater. Oh yeah, also there's horses over here, and we have a saddle, so we could tame a horse.
That'd be pretty good.
Also, though, we could wait for a thunderstorm and potentially have the horses turn into skeleton horses, and then we can have a skeleton horse.
That'd be pretty cool. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
So, alright. So this other one, a lot of them, some of them are self-explanatory and some of them aren't. You want to talk about the button situation?
Oh, yes. So this button.
Yes.
Would you rather have a reverse button in your life or a pause button?
Okay, so for me, I think I would go reverse button. Pause button, I can see how it's nice, like you get into an incident, you can pause your life, try to think of things through, figure it all out. But I think reverse button, because there's so many times, like, you cannot change what you've done in your past, and some of the things you do is, like, really cool. Like, I don't know, just, like, I would love to be able to go back in time, like, reverse back and see something. I would like it if I can go back. Like, I was thinking reverse, and then you can go back. Like, you can go back, relive something, and then still come back to the present.
Yeah.
I think that's okay. And I mean, it's a little sappy, I know, but like, there's so many fun things that have happened in your life, and I'd rather be able to revisit them if I could than just pause the moment. Like, a first date or like seeing grandparents that have passed away. Like, I'd like to see that again rather than it being just something I pause and only have a split, like, just like I can have as much time as I want in that situation, but you're just pausing. You gotta push play again sometime. Whereas for me, reverse, you could go back and see them whenever you want. So I think I'd say a reverse button in my life. How about you?
Well, you see, I was a paused button person.
Yeah.
Until you gave that explanation. And now I'm a reverse button.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I swayed you.
Reasons for pause, though. Like, I personally am a person who likes to, I wouldn't say overthink things, but I definitely go, like, I guess this is also a good reason for why reverse would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
But, so, like, I think a lot, and I also think about things after I do them, and think about how I could have done them differently.
Yeah.
But if I had the pause button, I could stop time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then think about it.
Yeah, really think it through.
And then actually do it. But then again, if I had this reverse thing, I could just do it over again.
Yeah.
Like, it would just work.
Honestly, it's also like, okay, to go along with, like, the pause button, what would you think about, like, if it was on a little bit of a, slightly darker note, like, would you rather know how you die or when you die?
Ooh, I'm always in the case of when I die instead of how I die.
See, because it's really, for me, it's rough, because I think of it like you're either living in fear or living with knowing. Like, if I pick how I die, like, you're gonna constantly be, you might not know, you don't have to know when you die, but you're gonna know how you die. So you're always gonna be afraid of being around whatever it is that causes you to die. So you're living in constant fear. And then otherwise it's live with knowing, like, when you're gonna die, and then it would be hard, like, depends, like, do you think you could share it, or do you think you can't share that? Like, it would be a really hard thing, like, to try to, I think I'd go win, because I don't want to live in fear of how I die. I wouldn't want to be constantly being afraid of,
I'm always for knowing when I'm gonna die instead of how.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it'd be cool if it was you die of natural causes for when.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, not for when, for how. But natural causes could be in 2 days.
Yeah.
Like, that's still a possibility.
Yep.
But if I know how I'm gonna die, not how, I know when I'm gonna die, it's like, well, I guess I got this much time left. Let's make the most of it, right? Like,
yeah. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's literally, that's all it comes down to is, like I said, live with fear or live with knowing. Like, what would you guys all pick in the comment section? It's just it's a interesting topic. But it just reminded me of when we were talking about it. Oh my god, the sun actually looks pretty awesome. I just finished putting down the yellow wool, and I kind of like it a lot. I'm not 100% sold on the this top row, though. You should come take a look and tell me what you think next time you're at the base. But I do like how it's looking.
Alright, I am setting up a farm.
Perfect.
So I will be back soon.
Where are you setting it up, by the way? Just so.
Over in this field.
The flower field?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. So, how's life,
Well,
We haven't
been
caught
going.
up a lot.
Yeah, it's been going.
Yeah.
My notes are hidden. Well, it's just kind of going. Not really doing much. Track's been going still, so that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
I had a meet Saturday, so that'd be yesterday in our time.
Yeah, in our time of recording.
Yeah, but yeah, I had a meet that day. I ended up getting first. I didn't throw too well. I mean, I threw well.
You got first.
Yeah. It's one of those. I got first. I threw it far, but to me, it wasn't as far as I'd like. So there was that, but it was all right. I had that. I moved down to 5th in the rankings, so that's kind of rough.
Yeah.
But still going to nationals.
That's
so
good.
Far, so I cannot complain. How has lacrosse been for you?
Yeah, so that's officially
much.
Started up. It's a lot more fun. I'm gonna be not gonna lie. Like start of first semester, not a lot of people were around. Like, it honestly was pretty rough because like we would have probably like 5 people maybe at the most show up to practices. But the first practice this semester, there was about 20 people. A team is 11, so it was really. Or wait, shoot, 3, 6, 9. A team is 10. Like on the field, there's 10 players, so like we have pretty much double what we need, which is real nice to know and have. And it's been fun. We've been doing a lot of practices, going at it. I am bruised galore, but that's all right. Comes with the sport. But we have a couple of games. I see you. Your nice strategic method happening there.
Yeah.
I was looking for you in the field to tell you, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
All right. No,
So
lacrosse. Yeah.
Yeah. We have some games coming up, starting this month. Actually, our first one is February 22nd. So, coming up in a little bit here, honestly. I'm dodging and weaving all these skeletons, and this is going to be pretty tight fit. I'm really hoping I get back to the base and don't die, because that would suck. Oh, God. There are creepers galore. I don't like this. A creeper just exploded.
I heard it explode.
Oh God. I'm coming to sleep. I'm coming. I'm here. I'm going to the bed. I have an arrow in my chest. But yeah, so February 22nd. The game's starting up. We have a bunch of. We played 2 games pretty much every tournament. So this first one, I don't have the updated schedule. I forget which one it is or who's switching out. But currently, like what we had was Milwaukee Marquette that we're playing on the 22nd. But Madison, like UW Madison, switched in for one of those. I forgot which one it was, but We'll be playing Madison and either Marquette or Milwaukee on the 22nd. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that'll be fun. It's that would be the second legit game I've played, so that'll hopefully be really well, and hopefully we win. So yeah. What do you think of the sun up here? Do you think we
like it, but I'm getting attacked.
Yeah. Where you at? I can help you out. Also, what kind of farm are you making? You
currently making a wheat farm. I really like
a wheat. Stuff. I don't know about the 3 coming up off the top. I'm not 100% sold.
Do 4. I think 4 would look good.
Like another one? At the top?
Just one higher, I think would look better.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I can see that. All right.
Then it'll give it more of a round shape.
Yeah. So I also need blue flowers. If you find any of those, go ahead and pick those, because then I can put them in for the sky.
Hey, there's these guys over here.
Which guys? Oh, do we have frickin' pillagers?
I think so.
Do they look like villagers?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, we need to fortify. You gotta be kidding me. These things frickin' suck. They just keep coming back.
That's rough.
Maybe we can try just ignoring them. Or we try to kill them. But, I'd make a shield. That would be my first, thing. Because they shoot crossbows at you. And that's iron and wood is a shield.
Okay.
I grabbed some iron. I'm grabbing some wood. I'll see if I can make 2 right away. Yep, I can make 2. Alright, here you go. Here's a shield. Also, I have 9 iron here, but we still have a bunch of iron in the basement. So you could potentially make yourself some iron armor too. I stuck the 9 iron back into the minerals chest.
Okay, and I know there's some in the big.
Yep. So I'd go basement. Also here I have some stuff for you. Since you said you
get it on my way up.
Okay. I'll come down to the basement with you.
Okay. All right.
But
so there's our sports updates.
Yeah.
I played some D&D today. That was
like
fun.
legit, like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
That's awesome. How'd that go?
Pretty good. Today was a very easy day for our camp. So we have a campaign going for my teammates. We're doing I can't think. Dragon Heist of Waterdeep, something. It's something like that. It's one of the pre-made campaigns. One of my teammates is running it.
Okay.
Ooh, thank you. Oh, I have a bucket. Okay.
I'm also gonna make a iron sword.
Yeah.
Did you grab the iron down here to make armor? I forgot how much iron we honestly had. You have a ton.
There was 8 down there, and then.
What? There's 8?
Yeah, there was.
I have 30 right now that I just picked out of the chest. I just heard a creeper explode.
It did.
Where did that explode?
It didn't blow up any of our stuff.
Oh, yeah, right there. That's not a bad explosion.
That's not horrible.
Alright. Let's see. I guess some other life updates. So one of the big things is one of my brothers is currently creeper. Don't come by the pets. Come down here. Come down here.
There he goes.
Come down here. Come follow me. So one of my brothers is currently at a thing called Amki, and do you know what that is?
I do not.
So it's like a con. It's like one of those classic. You go there, you dress up, you could dress up, and there's like fun things. There's like panels and stuff. But it's a fun little con area, and they invited me to go next year. So I am currently in the process. You know my character here on Minecraft, the White Ranger. I am going to the con as White Ranger. So what you see on my character here, that's literally what I'm going to be dressing up as. And one of my brothers, different brother than the Amki one, is helping me 3D print the White Ranger helmet. And then I'm going to be piecing it together and painting it, sanding it, doing all the fun jazz. But that's a thing. I'm excited for that. He's currently in the process, and it's kind of funny. I might be able to flash a picture, but he said it'll take 3 full days to print the mask. And yeah, that's
2 hours.
Yeah, that's a lot of time, and I'm very thankful for him, and I'm gonna give him some money for it because like I want to pay him back for all the material he's gonna be using to make it. But he likes 3D printing. I want this really cool helmet. It'll be awesome, and we were just kind of working together on it, and then yeah, I'll probably do a mix of like purchasing stuff versus making stuff. So I might be making the chest plate like on the White Ranger out of like foam and stuff. That'll be fun. But so that's kind of interesting. It's something. And one other thing, I was gonna mention this to you because it goes along with our big topic for today. And it's an idea, and I was wondering if you'd ever do it. I have been planning / talking about with my friends from like high school about possibly me going on a survival trip. I have the Boy Scouting experience, and I really love doing survival-y stuff. Would you ever go on a survival trip? Like,
I probably would. So I was also in Boy Scouts. I got my Wilderness Survival Merit Badge.
That was my favorite merit badge.
Yes, it was. I loved.
Yeah, like
I really loved the actual basically it's like the final project. Imagine it like a college class. The final project of going out and staying in the woods for a night was fun.
You make a shelter. You stay in the shelter. That was so fun.
Yeah, that was fun. No, but I probably would. I've done it before. I mean, granted, we've done it on a camping trip before for Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
I've done it like outside of the Wilderness Survival Merit Badge. Done it, so like, yeah.
That sounds
I'd say I'd do it.
Sounds fun. I would yeah. Perhaps, something thrown out here. Would you go? Like with me sometime? Would you want to go on a survival trip?
Probably. It definitely have to be in first semester.
Yeah.
Of college, because my second semester is crazy.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, I figured I'd offer it to you because they're like, some of them want to do it, some of them are a little mad about doing it, and so like I don't really know if they'd ever actually fully commit to going. I am totally committed. Like, I'd love to go and do this, but I just am trying to find people that would potentially want to go, and I think it would be a lot of fun. So it's an option. Speaking of survival, that leads us to, I think, one of our big topics for today, and that is, so you picture this, a little scene I'm going to set for you. You are going about your everyday life, you maybe you're like a business person. You go on a plane every day, you like travel a lot, and then one day you get word that no matter what you do, you got to go on this plane. This plane, no matter, there's no getting out of it. You find out that a plane that you're going to be on has a 50% chance of crashing and stranding you on a desert island. Not a desert island, but just like a deserted island, the classic island in the middle of the ocean. You have a 50% chance of getting stranded there. But what would you do? Do you think, what would you bring? If you could bring 10 items, what would you do? And why would you bring those 10 items?
Well, I'd start off with bringing, gotta get up out of the sea real quick, or I'm gonna die.
Don't die.
There we go.
For me, I have
sorry. Running from some of the drown.
Oh, you got drowned after you?
Yeah,
I can do my list if you need time.
Yeah, I do. That'd be great.
Okay, so for me, my items would I'd bring a first aid kit. purely because you're gonna be stranded. So actually, just preference this. I legit went and looked up everything you can bring on an airline. I actually went through this, so like it's legit. So what you can bring has to be within regulations. Like you can't just bring a knife because that's against regulations and such, or whatever, or like a giant blowtorch or something. Like it's got to be something you can actually physically bring on the plane. Because it's like a normal day, like no one would know that it's a 50% chance except for you. Like you just gotta be able to like do things, you know.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'd bring is a first aid kit, because if you're out there, you don't want the dumbest thing that would just take you out of the game and potentially kill you to be like a wound that you can't heal. Like you get nicked by a branch or something and it becomes infected. Like. That's just that would be the suckiest way to go.
That'd be gross.
So
that'd be straight gross.
I would probably bring a first aid kit as my first item of business. The second thing I'd bring is a stainless steel water bottle. Stainless steel. The reason I do that, you can't drink from the ocean, but stainless steel does a really good job of A, kind of insulating, and B, you can burn those. You can burn the water bottles and it won't damage them. The reason I'd want that is because you can take the salt water in the ocean, boil it up, and then the water would become sanitary and able to drink. You just need to boil it for, I think it's like 3 minutes or something like that. I'm not 100% the survival expert. That's something I'd freshen up on before a survival trip. But you have to boil it and then let it stay boiling for, I'm pretty sure it's like a minute or two. Like, it has to stay at boiling point for a decent amount of time. But you would start a fire, you'd stick your stainless steel water bottle in, you'd boil it in, and you'd wait for a little bit, so just to be safe, and then you can drink. So it's a way to store water, and it's a way that you can use to sanitize the water. So that's that. Flashlight. I would have a flashlight, A, because you can... use it to, see in the dark, because you wouldn't know where you are. B, you can use the lens to start a fire using, the methods. If you don't know, there's some YouTube videos on it. Not only the lens can start it, but the battery. If you use the battery on, like, steel wool or something like that, that starts a fire. But yeah, there's a lot of uses for a flashlight in the wild. Space blanket, I would use that because I'd bring that for my fourth item. You can use that to keep yourself warm. It could drop down pretty cold. If you get wet, that just sucks. That's hypothermia just waiting for you. So that would be my fourth item, is a space blanket. You can also use it to like reflect heat and whatnot from a fire. Speaking of fire, I'd have a lighter. You can bring a lighter on the plane. Fun fact, it's how people who smoke are able to go on airlines. They allow them to have that. They just obviously can't use it on the plane. But that is an allowed thing, so I'd bring some sort of big lighter, as big as I can get, that still is airline safe. So, it's a lighter. It would work. It would be good. You'd run out of juice pretty quick, but eventually you would you'd have other ways of making. There's other ways of making fire. It's just a way to not have to worry about needing fire right away.
Yes.
Another thing I'd bring is a whistle. Yeah, it would be sucky. Yeah. I'd bring a whistle, signal for shelter, and not shelter, signal for rescue. SOS, 3 long whistle blows. I can use that to try to get a boat if I see a boat, if I see a plane or something, just making noise, That is that. I need to be doing stuff. I'm talking a lot, and I realize that I'm not really doing anything. I'm standing in one place, so I am going to start. Do you have any wheat yet? From
I have not checked the farm since I planted it, so I don't know.
I'm just going to pretty much dump everything into other, and then I'm going to come and grab some wheat and start gathering up some animals.
Oh,
actually, I need to get wood because we need to make fences.
Yes.
All right. The other thing I would do is I would bring some snacks, a sleeping bag. Those are pretty self-explanatory for the reasons why I'd bring that. I would also go and I would bring a snorkel gear, because if you're on an island, fish, that's a great possibility that there's going to be fish. So I'd want to be able to use the snorkel gear to search for fish. You also, have the hole, you're stuck on an island that the plane crashed. You use the snorkel gear to potentially dive down where the plane crashed and find other stuff that was accidentally left, and stuff that the crash, all the stuff that crashed from it. You can dive down and find it, and then snorkel gear just lets you get underwater and such and not have to worry about all the bad thing. Well, not need to worry about, oxygen and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the last thing is
0 wheat from our farm.
Oh, you have wheat?
Well, I do, because I found some in a chest.
Oh.
In a sunken, I don't know what it's called, but in the sea over there, I do have wheat. But our farm has not produced any wheat.
Ah, okay. My last item is a very interesting item, but I think it's probably the greatest item to have on my list. And that is a parachute. Yes, so that is something you can bring on a plane. I checked. That was something that really surprised me, and I was like, how is that a thing you can have on a plane? But it makes sense. And also, it's like God tier for something that you could have in a survival situation. And here's why, Part A, the parachute is great because it's got a lot of paracord on it. Lots and lots of rope. You can use the rope for rigging up stuff. You can use it for you can use it for fishing line. Paracord is one of the greatest things to have in a survival situation. Thing B is parachutes are designed to catch wind. That's how they work. That's how they help you lessen your fall. So what you could do is you could rig it up onto your shelter, and it would help block the wind from getting at you. It'll keep you a lot warmer because it would catch the wind. I could use it as a fishing net. I could put it in the water, and I could catch fish that are going down the stream in it. You could wrap yourself up in it if you needed more warmth during the night, so you could have the sleeping bag, wrap yourself in a giant parachute, and then also have the space blanket. You'd be toasty galore. You wouldn't need to even freaking worry about warmth. You'd be amazingly warm.
Incredibly warm.
Yes, you'd be incredibly warm. And also the fact of, if you see the plane crashing, you could use the parachute so you don't die.
Yes.
So you could jump out of the plane and use the parachute and probably survive, whereas people would not be as lucky. But, it's pretty much God tier. You got all sorts of stuff with it. If you're a real person, if you were smart, you'd probably have, a compass and such attached to it if you were actually parachuting. But if you even take that out of the consideration of, having a compass, just the parachute in general, it's got paracord. The parachute is amazing. I can't see anything bad about having the parachute, and that is why I would do it. And that would be my 10th item. And I know that I did not say anything about a knife. I realize it's one of the greatest things to have in a survival situation, but I would use that scuba gear I talked about, and lighters or whatever I need to do, and I'd probably go find the plane that crashed and take parts of the plane, and I can sharpen it, do whatever I need to with rocks and stuff to the metal, and then I can forge my own blade pretty much. I could start up a fire with the lighter. I could stick the metal in the fire and smelt it and mold it to be a knife. So, I don't necessarily need a knife in that situation. Your instincts would be taking over like crazy, and you would be in survival mode. So I would use all the plane parts. You could use the plane parts as a signal mirror to signal for a plane that flies by. there's a lot of stuff you can do with a crashed plane. So that's why I did not incorporate having a knife in my 10 items, because I think Jackson, didn't you look beforehand and you said that they actually could bring a knife on a plane?
Yeah, so I also looked into it after Tom said that this was going to be the topic. So I was like, what actually can I bring on a plane? Because, like, why? Like, if I'm going to bring some stuff on this plane and know that I'm going to potentially be injured, not injured, but potentially not really make it up.
Yeah, like crash.
Crash? Yeah. Big crash. Big sad. I crashed.
Yeah.
But, so you technically can bring a knife, but it has to be in your checked bags. And I don't know if that's going to survive.
Yeah.
So the things that I'd have in my carry-on is going to be huge. I'm going to be that passenger that brings their carry-on on. You're like, yeah, it'll fit, and then definitely it doesn't fit in the overhead compartment. I'd be that passenger.
I mean, might as well.
Yeah, in this scenario, I don't think I care.
I would not care. You mean I'd survive?
Yep. So I would also have a first aid kit, because of course I would. I would have a medicine bag. So I'd have a bag with like common medicines. So like your basic antibiotics, to some of your more like specialized medicines. So like snake venoms.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there'd be N venoms or anti-venoms. Yeah. So
yeah, like stuff to help from snake bites and whatnot.
Like basic anti-venoms and those things for like snake bites, or like even like spider venoms, spider anti-venoms, those things. Just stuff, because like, yeah, it would definitely suck if you like cut your leg.
Yeah.
And then died because you didn't properly dress it. But it would also suck if you got sick. Think about it. Say you get sick and you're out in the middle of literally nowhere, and your body can't fight it off properly because you're in a new place, you got new stuff around you. It's a whole new situation.
Yep.
Say I got this antibiotics, just fight it off immediately, and then we're all good.
Yeah. That would be a good item to bring.
I would have a lighter. Also, I would have a Zippo lighter, mainly because I like Zippo lighters. They're cool. And they're also refillable. So, like, on the off chance I learn how to do alchemy as I'm on the time, I can make more lighter fluid.
Yeah.
So that'd be alright. I would have a flashlight as well. And a sleeping bag as well. I would have also a stainless steel water bottle. All the basic necessity things that are like, I would say, common for this type of scenario. My checked bag, I would put a K-bar, which is just it's a military, large military knife. It's like a 7-inch knife, fairly large. I just put it in there. I would get to it. In the end, I would get to it. It doesn't matter.
I would definitely instantly go for a knife. Like,
yeah,
I'd love to have a knife in the situation. It would be amazing, but
yeah, it's just one of those weird, maybe practical, maybe not scenarios where you could get it, but you might not.
Yeah.
So I put it in my check bag. I'll just take my chances with it. And then I would bring fishing nets. I would just bring the nets themselves. First thing I do is go out. Well, I'd probably make fire first. Fire and shelter. But then I'd drag my fishing nets out, start fishing, get some fish going.
Yeah.
And then just kind of sit there and contemplate life.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be in a pretty rough situation. Like.
Yep. Oh,
Would,
I have wheat for you too.
Oh, sweet. I finished setting up the little farm area for animals,
Nice.
so I just need to lure them in. But yeah, that was my big question slash topicy thing.
Ooh. So we've been in school for a while now.
Yep.
How your classes been going?
I am actually really enjoying them so far. Shoot, I need to come back and grab some food. I am starving. I have 2 classes, Monday, Wednesday, and then only 1 class Friday. So I have yeah, that's real nice with only having 1 class Friday, and it's like 10 to 11 kind of thing. Not exactly, but that, like, if I round it to nice solid hour numbers, I don't remember exactly what my class schedule is, but yeah, it's like a 10 something to 11 something class, and that's real nice. And then I have after that's history, and the history class has been fun. I like the professor a lot. He just seems pretty good. I had my first quiz with him, and I'm pretty sure I got 100%, so that's exciting. And then
That
yeah,
is good.
yeah, it wasn't a hard one, and he was really awesome because, like, it wasn't a lot of content for, like, the quiz. Like, he didn't pile us on at the beginning of the semester like some professors do.
Yeah.
So currently, I think that's also my favorite class, just in general. But I mean, also I'm a history minor, so kind of makes sense. But I've had some history classes where I'm not the hugest fan, but this one I'm really liking. But after that, then I have like a 2-hour break, and then I have a special education class to go along with my classes I need for education credits.
Good old education.
Yeah. But oh wait, are pigs attracted to wheat? I know they used to be. Doesn't look like they are anymore. I think it's potatoes and carrots still.
Yeah.
But so that's fun. And then I don't have that special ed class on Friday, so I only have my history one. So that's my nice just 10 to 11 class, and then I'm done. So that's amazing. But then I have like 3 hour-and-a-half classes back to back on Tuesday, Thursday, which is pretty rough. And it's psych, education psych, and econ. So it's not the worst schedule. It's kind of nice, but also the Tuesday, Thursdays really kind of suck. Like, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. It's not the worst it could be.
Yeah.
How are your classes going?
Well, they're classes. I'm enjoying them, so it's not too bad. I have 2 classes on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then 2 classes on 2 classes on Tuesday, Thursday.
That's not bad.
No, I think it's wonderful. I also have an online class right now. It is coaching gymnastics.
That sounds fun.
Yo, it is, because it's online.
Our online class is actually kind of nice / easy in college.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never taken an online class, never took one in high school, haven't taken one in college, and I had the option to. I just thought it would be kind of crazy and would be really obnoxious on my schedule to take an online class, so I never did.
This one's not bad because of what it is. It's coaching gymnastics. So what I had to do was I had to, like, set up an account with USA Gymnastics. Oh,
I saw you lost connection. I'm still in, but
and I'm back.
well, at least you got back.
Yeah, but I had to set up a uh, like account with the USA Gymnastics. I had to pay the fee, and now I'm just in the class. I got to pass like so many. Well, not so many. I have to pass all the. Why can't I think? There's like 6 quizzes I have to take. I have to get 100% on all of them.
Oof.
And then I just gotta send my.
That's. Do you get to like retake them?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, that's nice. I was just like, holy cow, like that's sucky if you have to like first try get 100% on all these quizzes.
Oh no. I also have some friends on the gymnastics team, so.
There you go. So like, is this like all you would have to do? And in the future, you could potentially like straight up teach gymnastics? Like, would this let you do it?
If I complete the class, I can technically be a gymnastics coach. I have the certification to be a gymnast.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I could, I could totally see it.
Good at it, but I would have the certification. But no. So
it's kind of funny.
I was talking with the gymnastics coach because where we practice right next to the gymnastics room.
For track, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking with the coach one day, and she was just like, yeah, class is really easy. My girls finished it in about 50 minutes.
There you go.
The whole class in 50 minutes.
Like the semester-long class.
Yeah, in 50 minutes.
50 minutes. Where you're just lacking then? Where you at? Come on. Where's your finishing it in 50 minutes?
Well, I haven't started any of it yet, so.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got to do that, and then I have 2 math classes, which so far I've enjoyed my math classes a lot.
That's good.
They're intro to abstract mathematics, so that's proofs, and then probability and statistics. That's just fun.
You would be the one to say statistics is fun.
It is. Statistics is fun.
I mean, I never took a stats class because I got my teachers messed up my math. So in the long run, I should have been in like Calc BC, something like that, like the second Calc level. But they were messing it up. I got messed up going into middle school, messed up going into high school, and then a teacher said the wrong thing to me in high school, saying I could do a class. So pretty much I should have been going into like middle school in doing like algebra, and then like high school going in as geometry. And then by that time, then I would have had Calc by senior year. And but elementary school, they like misdid stuff on my transcript. So I was put in at regular algebra 1 I was put in at a lower math going into middle school. And then when I was going into high school, then they did that same thing again. And I was put at an algebra 1 class when I should have been being put into geometry. So that was pretty rough. And then in high school, when I did algebra 1, when I did geometry in high school, I was asking the teacher, because our high school only required 3 years of math, so I wasn't sure if I was going to take 4 at the time. So what I would have done was I would have done algebra 1, the next year algebra 2 for pre-calc, and then finally end in pre-calc. But again, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do 4 years of math, so I was talking to my geometry teacher at the time saying, hey, I know it, like there's algebra 2 and there's algebra 2 for pre-calc. I don't know if I'm going to do all 4 years. If I did end up doing algebra 2 just regular, would I still be able to go into pre-calc after, even if it's not algebra 2 for pre-calc? And they said yes. But the answer was no. So I went into algebra 2, then realized, hey, I kind of like math. Let's do pre-calc this year. they said, oh, no, you needed to do Algebra 2 for pre-calc in order to do pre-calc. And I was like, oh. So then I was stuck in a college preparatory math, which wasn't bad. But in the long run, what that means is freshman, junior, and senior year, I was in algebra classes because it was like Algebra 1, freshman year, Algebra 2, sophomore year, or junior year, and then pretty much advanced algebra, senior year. And then I came to college, and they said I tested, well, I didn't have to test in or whatever, but like I tested in, and they were like, well, all you really need to do is algebra, or like the Math 104, which is pretty much algebra. So I've taken 4 years of algebra. So I could algebra the shit out of stuff, but I've never taken a higher math than algebra just because I got screwed over, and then when I got to college I didn't need to, and there was no point, and it would have been a really easy A for me, so I just did algebra, and so yeah, I've never had to do a stats class. Or anything higher than college algebra.
Even college algebra is like, last year, I'm pretty sure I helped you with math last year.
Yeah, you did a little bit. Like, there was some stuff where, like, I could have done it, but I was just kind of mad about it, where it would be nice. I knew you were, like, a math major / actuary stuff, and I knew you would actually be able to help me. So, yeah, I talked to you a bunch last year.
Yeah, but, like, even then, I was helping them with their algebra, your algebra, other people. And it'd just be like, oh, wow, algebra. This is fun. Yeah, I gotta sleep. I'm coming back. But algebra was fun. So I have 2 other classes. My classes on... excuse me. I burped.
How dare you?
No, but my other 2 classes are... one's a history class. It is oral history of Wisconsin farming.
Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, it's pretty cool so far. So,
yeah.
like, I grew up as not on a farm, but a lot of my relatives had farms, so, like, to me, farming's pretty normal.
Okay.
So, like, going to class, it just feels... It's quite easy, is what I'm saying.
There you go.
So, then I have that, and then I also have, what is my other class? It is nature writing.
Oh.
And I love nature writing.
What do you do in nature writing?
So far we have read first chapter of Walden by Thoreau.
Okay. So
we're talking about that right now, and that's pretty fun. Whoa, I gotta come back.
You can keep talking for a second, but yeah. I can't get over something.
Oof. Word.
I added the 4th wool, but it looks
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yep.
It does.
All right. Yeah.
I think it'll look fine when we put blue in there, but
yeah. That's everything. All right. You were saying.
No, but we're reading Walden right now. That's pretty fun. We also have to keep a journal.
Okay.
And so in our journal, we have to write. It's basically 2 entries per week. So 28 entries total, or how many is being graded. But we have to just get out and write in nature.
Yeah.
We also have journal prompts in class, so those are fun. And then I also have another class for the second half of the semester.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's coaching basketball.
Oh, there you go. You'll be able to coach gymnastics and coach basketball.
And coincidentally, for my interim class in this
Oh
spring,
my god.
I'm taking coaching volleyball.
Well, there you go. Opening yourself up. You can do some good coachings in the future.
And then in the 2020 winter interim,
Are you right? Oh.
so I guess it'd be 2021. I'm taking coaching track and field.
Hey, there you go. That one's one that I would actually see.
Yeah. Thing is for our to be a certified coach in Wisconsin, you need I think it's 6 coaching classes from Wisconsin UW school.
Okay.
And then you also have to take like an outdoor education class, a certain one, and then you'll get your coaching certificate.
There you go. Well, we are at the hour mark, so we might want to wrap it up.
Ooh, alrighty.
Where are you at?
I am by the farm.
Okay, that's where I'm at too.
Okay, I'm running.
I'm right in between the animal and the actual food farms. Alright.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Some
so I got some cows and some sheep, so we have that going for us.
There's our way in here.
We can't kill the cows yet. We need to make them mate and have all the babies. But I think that'll do it for this episode. If you like this episode, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, and hit that notification bell if you're watching us on YouTube. As a reminder, we post videos every Wednesday at 7:30 a.m. And you can also support us by following us on Twitter and Instagram at SunRising YT. The links for those will be in the description. As well as you can join our Discord where we take your topics, like today's the plane crash one was one that someone suggested. You can leave your topics down there, and that link for the Discord will be in the description. We'd love to have you leave some comments of things you want to see us do. And if you join that Discord, we can talk to you, and you also have a chance to join a Zarubust podcast. I just said Zarubust. I'm so sorry. That's the I think I did that last episode too. That's where I was the producer for one of my brother's channels. Since I said it, I will leave their link in the description too, so you can check it out. That was a complete accident, but yeah. So that was SunRising episode 4. Thank you all for watching, and we really hope you enjoyed, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.